Ever wonder what the art of famous artists looked like when they were children? Well, now you can find out. ProjectArt is displaying the very early works of artists such as Cicily Brown, Tom Sachs, and many others. And joining us now to discuss his new exhibition called My Kid Could Do That is ProjectArt founder Adarsh Alphons. Adarsh, thanks so much for being with us.
It's a pleasure.
First off, tell us what the purpose of ProjectArt is and why you founded it.
ProjectArt's goal is to be the largest unleasher of creativity in the U.S. Our goal is to build the largest art school without owning a single building. There's actually a line that a Wall Street Journal reporter mentioned in covering us a few years ago. So actually, we owe the credit to you guys.
And so what do you mean by that? Where exactly do the art classes take place and who are they for?
It's for kids ages 4 through 7, and we do it through a very clever sort of Nash equilibria of solution, which is we put art classes into public libraries taught by contemporary artists who need space in the libraries to create their own work. So it's a win-win-win partnership. The artists teach kids artwork for art classes for free.
And why is this important? Why do we need free classes, art classes for kids?
So nationwide, arts education is less and less available in public schools. Last Secretary of Education, Arne Duncan, said at least 4 million children in the U.S. do not receive any arts classes in their schools, and these are primarily kids from low-income neighborhoods. And arts has such a deep effect in making them more innovative, bringing them to school, keeping them inspired. You know, it's kids love it because it's candy for their eyes and it's yoga for the brain.
Absolutely, and one of the most clever ways of illustrating how important arts education is I think with your new exhibition, which shows, you know, that great artists started out as not so great artists. They started out as children, just like everyone else's children.
Yeah.
And it's sort of fun to see what they did when they were 9, 10 years old. So let's start out with the little drawing that you have that Tom Sachs did when he was 10 years old. It's a cute little scribble of some army tanks, correct?
Right.
I think we have it. We're going to bring it up in just a second. There it is. Olive drab. He talks about how he likes olive drab and army tanks. That's something almost any 10-year-old, or a lot of 10-year-olds might do, right? It's cute, but it's not extraordinary. Now, cut to current Tom Sachs installation that he did at the Park Avenue Armory recently. This is a piece of art, and it's amazing. And of course, he is a very successful artist. Now we have you also have some Cicily Brown that she did as a young child. Now that to me actually looks pretty good. I'm not so sure that every child could do that. And that was done, I guess, when she was, how old, do you know?
I don't know the exact age.
But a child.
Yes, it was definitely below 13.
I would look at that and say that child does have talent, that's for sure. And now a contemporary Cicily Brown work. There you have it, which carries a much higher value, but it's incredible. And you can see the use of color, the similarities there, right?
I think the correlation there is pretty clear.
It's pretty clear, absolutely. Now, Will Cotton, who is also a very well-known artist. This is a drawing that he did when he was about 7, I believe, which looks like something a lot of young children can do.
Yeah.
And now look at what he's doing. Those are 2 of his pieces. You can see the gingerbread house in the background, which is something he's very popular, known for. And the figurative pieces there that the lady at the art gallery is looking at. We also wanted to bring in some sculpture. You have a piece that Urs Fischer created as a child, which looks like something out of Play-Doh, perhaps, right?
Yeah, it might be wax or something like that, or could be. Yeah.
It's quite creative, I would say.
So his little cat. It's a really small
piece,
beautiful, little delicate
wonderful
sculpture.
And then, of course, this is what he is creating now. Fascinating, again, using the wax or using that malleable material. You can see the connection, but of course, what all of these children had before they became adult artists was an arts education. And is that's the purpose of your?
Yeah, I mean, the goal is basically, look, these guys created artwork like all kids do. And if they did not have access to art supplies and someone who was encouraging them to explore themselves creatively, we might not have had some of these amazing cultural movers and shakers of the day.
Were these artists very excited to participate?
They were. It was an unusual
sure.
ask. I mean, this is the first major show with this volume of work with this caliber of artists. And
are any of their childhood pieces for sale?
no, absolutely.
No, it's
invaluable.
Yeah,
I mean,
of
it's
course.
going back to them very carefully.
Mom and Dad probably have them very carefully ensconced at home. Now, tell us about this piece here. This was done by a current student, correct?
Yeah. So this is our version of Rodin's The Thinker.
That's right.
Seated with us. It's one of our students' artwork, actually. It by Jema in Allerton, the Bronx, one of the public libraries that we work out of.
Well, Jema clearly has talent, so it's a great thing that she has found you and that you have found her.
Hey, you never know.
You never know.
You never know. It's never too soon to start collecting.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for coming to see us today.
Absolutely. I hope you come to the show this Saturday.
We will.
Yeah.
We will.
It's at Red Bull Studios. It's from 10 to 7 p.m. and it's free and open to the public.
We'll be there. Congratulations.
Terrific.